super excited about this. This is the DJI Mavic 4 Pro, and I'm in the US. Let's unbox it. In this video, I'm going to go over 3 realistic ways you can buy the DJI Mavic 4 Pro in the US. Even if you're just a regular person like me with no connections to DJI, you just want to buy this amazing drone. Now, if you're like me, you've probably watched a ton of videos that have told you all the bad news and potential dangers of a DJI ban. The US is saying that DJI drones are a threat to national security, Section 1709. Skydio is actively lobbying the US Congress, trying to ban out their competition. So now for the great news. I just got back from Manhattan and went to the DJI store on 5th Avenue and talked to 3 of the employees there in the DJI store. I just asked them bluntly, like, why can't I get the DJI Mavic 4 Pro? And their simple answer was, you can. We have it here and you can buy it today and take it home with you. So my next question was, well, why don't you have it on your website, and why can't I buy it online? And why, if I go to any on-site online store, B&H, Adorama, Amazon, you name it, everything's out of stock? And the short answer from them was, it's the tariffs, man. That was just the simplistic answer. Businesses don't want to pay high tariffs when they're buying up multiple units of a high dollar item, when they think that next week or next month there could be lower tariffs or no tariffs. Everything is changing so frequently that businesses are buying much smaller quantities when they have their shipments come through. So from the DJI employees there at the store, they're saying that it's not because things are getting held up at border protection agencies, or they're fighting legal battles on whether or not they can sell drones in the US at all. Those things are happening in the background, but they're saying that those aren't the main reasons for the lack of stock. There are 3 realistic ways that you can get the DJI drone in the US. The first, the way I got mine, I went to a DJI store, and I would recommend calling ahead. They are selling through them quickly, and just like other stores, they're getting them in smaller batches. They do get them in larger batches than other resellers, but currently the Mavic 4 Pro is available at the New York 5th Avenue store, which is where I got mine. It'll set you back whopping $3,864 for the Fly More combo after taxes, but it is there and it's available. The second way that they recommended at the DJI store for people is B&H or Adorama. Yes, they do have a back order, notify me when it's in stock, but feel assured that you can go ahead, purchase on back order, and it will deliver when it's available. This is something that I wasn't very comfortable with. I don't have $5,000, $4,000. I've held indefinitely on the hopes that they're going to deliver it to me sometime soon, but they assured me at DJI that B&H and Adorama will be reasonable, and if it's been too long, they will give you the option for your money back and be very communicative. But that's on you if you choose that one. And the third is through a reputable seller on eBay that I would recommend looking and making sure that they've already priced the tariffs in with what you're paying, so you don't have another charge on the back end or any surprises. Now, my 4 concerns after making my purchase are real, and you have to take these into consideration when you buy the drone. And the first is, I have not been able to get DJI Refresh. When I purchased the drone in the store, they said, "I'm sorry, DJI paused DJI Refresh. It was honored for people that got it at launch, but now and in the foreseeable future, they're not going to honor DJI Refresh to sell it." And I have been trying to find other companies that will insure the drone for a reasonable rate or something comparable to what DJI Refresh charges behind it, which leads me back to B&H, I believe, has something like DJI Refresh, and that you can pay a couple $100 and they will give you kind of a replacement. That would probably be the best way to go if you're wanting an insured route, because this is a very expensive drone, and as of now, if I crash it, I am sorry out of luck. Now, the number 2 reason is, as far as insurance companies that I have found that will look at maybe insuring it, they're astronomically expensive. Over $1,000 a year kind of expensive for coverage. So that doesn't seem very viable to me for a drone that's under $4,000. It almost kind of puts you in like oh, maybe I should risk it. The third is, parts and repairs. If I do crash my drone, I don't feel confident that I can easily go to a repair shop and they're going to have extra DJI Mavic 4 Pro parts, especially when I've heard stories after stories of people with very used circulated drones that aren't so new. They're having issues getting those back. And the fourth issue that has me a little bit on edge is there are no returns. When you purchase the DJI Mavic 4, they make you sign off. It says, hey, you can't return this. The reason they gave me when I was in the store was, hey, we have, we've had run-ins with people, YouTubers, purchasing the drone just to make a YouTube video and then trying to return it with no real intentions of keeping the drone. I'm not sure how realistic that was, but all in all, the effect is I can't return the drone if I have an issue or I change my mind. So that's that. It's mine. To it. Ooh. All right, first impressions. I like the bag. I'll actually probably use this. I do notice the Mavic and DJI labeling are pretty slick. They're kind of nuanced. All right, so got drone, got charging hub, 2 extra batteries, that's nice. Looks like you get 4 props with this. I mean, hopefully, let's see, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so I feel like there's a story behind why you get 8 of those. I'll dig into it. And the RC2 controller that comes with the Fly More combo. It's not the RC2 Pro controller with the flip-up screen. I will have that soon, but this is going to work just fine. All right, and let's see what else we have. Foil, a bunch of cables. Wow, that's a bunch of cables. Golly. Got some EU chargers, US chargers, or cables. Damn. So I've got 3 cables for charging that fit US, 4 cables that fit US. This is a different type and another different type. So a lot of cables. Put those aside. And Jeez, there's cables everywhere in here. All right, let's get to the reason that I'm so excited, which is the actual drone itself. I will say, first impressions, this feels a little bit heavier than the Mavic 3 Pro. I have the Mavic 2 Pro, Mavic 3 Pro, and now the Mavic 4 Pro. Yes. I do like this cover here. Mean. Okay. Just beast-like. Oh. Opens different for complexity's sake. Okay, if you can just see just this is just smaller. Yeah, the Mavic 4 Pro is a beefier, thicker bodied type of drone. This feels like it's built stronger, built heavier, better than even the Mavic 3 Pro. You know, I fly this probably 10 times a week. So it has become my workhorse, and my Mavic 2 Pro is my backup. What I keep telling myself is with every upgrade, I'm gonna sell my older edition and it's gonna be like money back to my newer drone, and then I fail to sell the older one. So now I've got 5 drones. It's a problem, you know, I'll admit it. I've got a drone collecting problem at this point. I'm not sponsored by DJI, so the fact that I walked in there and I was more excited to buy this drone than I was when I got my first car. It says something. I've seen the specs on this and I just can't wait to fly it. Is it worth it for me as of right now with all the pros and cons and the loopholes or the considerations? For me, yes. It was worth the pain that I had to go through. But let me know, like, what are your thoughts after the considerations of not knowing if you're going to be able to insure it ever for a reasonable rate, or and not being able to return it if you change your mind, and not being able to get DJI Refresh. Would you still get the drone? I'd love to hear your comments. You comment below. If you like this kind of content, please like and subscribe. I'll be making more videos like this, and especially ones with the DJI Mavic 4 Pro as I go out for my first flight. Thanks.